What's good, people, man? We're live and alive. It's your boy Rhino. Welcome to MGTV. Let's talk United. We're going to do a Man United season roundup, yeah? So I'm going to bring in my lovely panel. No introductions needed. Let me just bring everyone in right now. We got Thames, got G20.
Yo.
We got Jake, double L's, TK, got all the man them here. It's the United massive, trust me. What's everyone saying? Thames, what are you saying? Since you're showing your face, let's hear from you first, man. What's good, man? You're on mute, bro. You're on mute.
Yeah,
go on.
We're there, man. We're live.
We're live, man. We're live. G20, what are you saying, man?
No, man, all good. A little bit on the... I'm still sick right now, but I'm ready to talk some United.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Els, man. Talk to me. What's goody, man?
Yeah, man. It's all love in the hood, bro. It's all love. It's love. What's going on?
We're here, man. We're here. We're talking United. We're live, innit? We're here, man. What? Double L. What are you telling me, man?
Bless, bro. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Your mic's a bit low still.
I think it's got earphones in it.
Yeah. Let me know. All right, cool. TK, what are you telling me? Jake as well. What are you telling me?
Bless, man. Ready to talk United, man.
Yeah,
all
man.
good,
Come
bro.
on, man.
Ready to talk United. Let's go.
Man, like Jake. If you know who Jake really is, yeah, you laugh. I see you guys will laugh.
I'm ready to talk United, bro.
Yeah, to talk United. Does he even sound like a Jake, bro? And we got JS here as well. Well gone, JS.
Yo, what's on?
Yeah, what's good?
Oh, good, man, good. There you are.
Oh, good. Alright, cool, man, them. So obviously we're all United supporters, innit? Like, you know how the rivals love to chat on us, you get me? So last season wasn't too good, you know? We had the lowest point, like, accumulation in history. Like, the players were washed. These times we had Ronaldo's, we had Sancho, we had all these players, and was trying to play the Ollie ball, trying to play the Ragnick. I remember even when Ragnick was coming in, I was gassed. I was thinking, yeah, Gengen pressing. I was gassed. Ragnick obviously failed, and then Carrick took over for like 2 days. But what? So we qualified for the Europa last season. Everything was looking bleak, you know. So now, like, what was you lot's expectations coming into this season at first? So at the start of this season, knowing that all the players that we got, obviously some of the players didn't get to do pre-season or whatever. I'll start with you, Thames. Like, what was you lot saying? What was your expectations? Like, where do you want to come in the league? And what was you expecting in terms of like trophies and whatever?
Now, you know what it is, yeah? I expected us to like qualify for Champions League football this season, naturally. So obviously that was the best, like the next progression for us lot. In terms of like winning trophies and that, there weren't really too much pressure. Obviously, it's Ten Hag's first season and whatnot. It's just the team. It's getting used to the players. So I can't lie, he's kind of exceeding my expectations a little bit still.
Yeah. Trust me, man. What about you, G20, man? What are you saying?
I'm happy, man. I'm happy. The revival of United is back. It's coming back, and this is the happiest I've been for a while as a United fan. It's good to see, man.
Yeah. Trust me, man. Bro, can't complain, man. What about you, JS, man? What was your expectations? Actually, but G20, tell me, what was your expectations, though? What was your expectations?
I mean, my expectations was I felt like we were going to get Champions League, but obviously there were going to be a bit of ups and downs. But yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. So yeah.
So for you, it was Champions League, yeah?
It was Champions League because I didn't, because if we didn't qualify for the Champions League, you know, all these rival fans wouldn't be. The abuse would just keep on coming from all these Liverpool fans and whatnot. But let's just say the Liverpool fans ain't laughing now.
They're laughing now, man. They're singing this. They're singing. Oh, they're singing Europa right now. Hey, what JS though? What was your expectations for the start of this season?
Well, I'll be so real. My expectation was just top four, bro. Literally, so
top four, yeah.
I think he's overachieved in it. He's done a magnificent job. We're in 2 finals. and he's got us third. Like, he's done an amazing job. Bearing in mind, he's had to deal with a lot of stuff as well, innit? Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Facts.
So, yeah, man.
Facts. What about you, TK?
I was thinking top 4 minimum requirement, but we've done better than I thought we would do. But at the same time, our worst performances have been a lot worse than I think they should have been. Like when it's falling apart, it's falling apart badly. So it's like just getting the consistency.
Yeah. Facts. What about you, Double O, man?
Obviously, yeah, we're expecting top 4, but like I actually wanted to start seeing the team playing like actual football, innit? And I think Ten Hag is actually brought that. When you see the team when it's been to training and all of that, innit? They're actually playing good football, innit?
Yeah. Facts, man. Cool. Who else are we waiting for? Els, what are you telling me, man? What was your expectations for the start of this season?
I mean, expectation-wise, everyone here said top 4, but from the end of last season, when I saw our performances, I wasn't sure we were going to get that still. But remember, it was a difficult period for us. That by the time the season ended last year, I'd hoped for top 4, and I think I required top 4 from our team, from the caliber of people we had. But I wasn't certain. We weren't playing as a team. What I've seen here, though, it's been exemplary in terms of the change that we've seen. It's a massive change, but it's not good enough. We still need to keep pushing, man. I'm not saying we're going to get to Man City yet, but we've got time. We've now got a manager who we can believe in, and we never had that last season. We never had. Since Fergie, man, we've never had a manager which you can truly believe in.
Yeah, no, I agree still. What about you, man, Jake? What you saying, Jake, bro?
Now, with me, I'm not going to lie, I expected top 4 and a trophy, because at the end of the day, even though we had a bad season last season, I've seen Conte coming to Chelsea. I think they finished 8th and he won the league next season. With the caliber of manager we had, obviously I've done my research. He seemed like he was a decent manager. So top 4 and a trophy was what I expected, I'll be honest.
Okay.
The players we had.
What's my Mike saying? Is Mike input good, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Jake. Sorry, my bad, go on.
And I was saying the players we had, I think, who did we sign? Varane, Sancho, who else? I can't remember. Then at the start of the season, we got Casemiro. I thought, no, we have to get top 4 at least.
Yeah. No, facts, man. So the general consensus I'm getting is everyone was feeling like, you know what, cool, we need to get top 4. And I agree, man. For me, if you asked me, Rhino, what do you predict that United are gonna come? I would have said 5th, 6th, because I more saw it as cool. It's Ten Hag. Ten Hag is an excellent coach, but this is his first time in the Prem. So I think for me, I was more expecting to see a mentality shift and a style of play. I wanted to see these players play. I wanted to see like a style of play forming. So I felt like if we got 5th and I could see that there's a vision of the way we're going to play, I would have been happy with that. Feel me? So that's for me. I wasn't even expecting top 4 because I was thinking these players are washed, man. They're not serious. Look at what they did last season. The little defeats that we was having towards the end of the season. Like, it was poor. You feel me? So cool, man, them. Coming from all that, what do you say?
But you can't really say the players are washed, because the season before, a lot of them players came second, you know.
Yeah, but you know, even with that whole argument with the whole second thing, I didn't watch that season too tough because I was now kind of getting back into football, innit? But based on all the home results that we were getting, the poor teams we were losing to at Old Trafford, I think that second kind of papers over the cracks. I think it papers over the cracks.
I understand that point, but
yeah.
At the end of the day, it's a 38 game season. They can't be washed to actually, like, even though there was COVID and stuff like that, they can't be washed to actually.
Bro, there was no
cool.
fans,
Let me
there
ask.
was no fans in the stadium, though, bro. You have to remember.
Yeah,
that.
no fans. And let me ask you another question, Jake.
The word wash.
Okay, but Jake. Jake, let me ask you another question. Yeah. I'm gonna ask you another question. So what about Leicester when they won the season? Does that mean that they were something? They got what about that? Are we gonna say it means anything?
I'm not
You know
saying
what I
it
mean?
means anything, but the word wash though, the players are
Yeah,
washed.
man.
These
The
are
Nah,
the
but if you're
players.
not
mentality.
washed, yeah.
No, but bro,
What
let's
kind
be
of players stop playing football, innit?
No, but bro, let's be serious. Like, I know for a fact at the end of last season, yeah, there was at least 10, 11, 12 man that we could have outrightly said, listen,
No,
we don't want them no
definitely.
more,
There was
bro.
a lot of man we wanted out, but obviously the word
Hundreds.
washed is a bit strong. I don't think they was washed, but it wasn't good enough to definitely be at the position we want to be in it.
All right, cool. So let me clarify your kind of determination with the word washed. How Marshall has been playing the last few seasons, would you class that as washed?
That is washed. But let's be real.
Okay.
Let's be real. The seasons before, he has had seasons when he scored over 20 goals though.
JS, you wanna respond to that?
No, I hear what you're saying, innit? But 'cause I like Marshall in it, but he's just not consistent enough. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
he's
mean?
definitely not good enough
Yeah.
to be in the team right now. The level we want to be on, challenging City, he's definitely not good enough. But he's not washed. He wasn't like some. We paid a lot of money for him. He did have some seasons when he performed. Like he's not washed, but he's just not
I
good
hear
enough
that.
for the level we're trying to be at.
I hear that.
But
I hear that.
the real question is he good enough for Man United?
No,
We're gonna get
not
to
right
that.
now.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. The only reason why I wanted to kind of summarize it is because I just personally feel, even last season, Bear Man wanted Rashford out. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's easy to kind of be
No,
harsh
I'll
and
be
then,
honest. I was one of them people.
Carl, I was one of them man as well. Still,
I
I'll be
can't
honest.
like.
No,
you
but let me
see,
tell you.
I
Let
was
me tell you
definitely
why. I wasn't saying Rashford's washed. I wasn't saying he's bad. But obviously, I'd been at the season. I'd been at the club for a lot of seasons. It was time for him
yeah.
to kind of move on. Do you know what I mean? I felt like he had been there for long, and he weren't really
Nah,
giving
I
us the
get
level
you.
of performance we wanted.
No, I get you, but you know what it is, man, them, yeah? I'm past all this protecting the players and, oh, but they're not that bad, and I'm past all of that now. Like,
Nah,
for us to want change, we're going to have a different mentality. We're going to have to be the Man United of old. You know what I'm
But if
saying?
you want these players to get sold,
Yeah.
washed is not the word.
Well, whether they get sold or not, it doesn't change what my opinion is on. It's not like I'm going to tell Bruce. It's not like I'm going to go to Dortmund and say, "Bro, Martial's hard," and then Dortmund's going to go and buy him. Whatever I say doesn't matter. Do you know what I'm
But
saying?
what we got to understand is the amount of money we paid for these players and the contracts they're on. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like it's not gonna be an
Yeah.
easy window, you know.
Yep, it's the Glazers' fault, bro. It's the Glazers. Our poor ownership, buying players overpriced, not caring about who we're actually buying and just buying it for the name, and just the way our club's been running to the ground.
I'm
The
happy you said
Glazers.
that. I'm happy you
The
said that.
Glazers. The
The
Glazers.
players are
So
to blame, but you see them owners
yeah.
are the biggest problem. Like,
But
I'm
we're gonna
telling
get
you.
to the owners though. We're gonna get to
Cool,
the owners. I wanna keep it structured anyway. But cool. So basically, we're all saying that the man were basically saying that raw, cool. You know what? Top four. That's what most people, or most of you guys, kind of expected. Top four and whatever. So we've come third. We've won the Carabao Cup. We're in the FA Cup final. We reached the Europa League quarterfinal. And we played all the games. We didn't really have much depth like that. We had a bit of depth, I would say, a little bit, but in terms of quality depth, no. So, how do you guys feel overall of the season we've had? Like, bearing in mind that you guys mainly wanted top four, was any of you guys expecting a trophy? I think one of you said a trophy though. Was it?
Yeah,
I
I
did.
did.
Oh, you said it, yeah.
I was expecting like a League Cup or a FA Cup, one of them.
Okay.
Because remember, we hadn't won a trophy in how many seasons? 5. What was we? Was you actually expected no trophy?
Yeah, bro, I'll be so real. I was not expecting a trophy because my main
that drought.
my main thing was just like getting top four, and obviously just building a platform to build for next season. And then obviously next season we'll win trophies and that. Do you know what I mean? So
that was like me.
We've obviously got into 2 finals. So like I said before, he's overachieved in it. He's done an amazing job. Because I didn't expect us to win a trophy in it, but I expect us to be in the top 4. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you have to remember, like, we didn't start the season well. He's had bare stuff to deal with and that, bro. it was techie still. So the fact that we've
No, I
actually
know, but
won a
just
trophy,
expectations of United, a 5-year trophy drought. That's disgusting. It had to. I was expecting it to end kind of this season. I was just
So
hoping.
Jake, so what are you saying then? You're talking about expectations for Man United, bro. A lot of these players are not Man United worthy, you know. If we have to be real, like a lot of these players are not fit to wear the badge, bro.
No, you know what? I hear that because they was part of the 5-year trophy drought. That is true. That is true. I hear that. But at the same time, that season when we came second, how many times did we get in the top 4 under Oli twice? There was glimpses that the players could do something. So I was expecting.
I'm not hearing that, bro.
You know what, JS? Let me say. I'm gonna say something quickly, and then JS, you can speak, and then maybe Jake, you can respond to what you think. But listen to what I'm saying. Yeah, we're gonna obviously see glimpses because these players are actually quality players, bro. The names, you're gonna. Do you get what I'm saying? Look at Chelsea. Chelsea are terrible, but Felix can go and pull out a goal if he needs to. These players are not that bad. But what I'm trying to show you guys is, yeah, at the end of the day, bro, these players were not good enough, bro. Yes, we can blame there was no good coaching and the structure was bad. But as a team, Ollie was just, come on, fellas, go and have a kick about. Come on, you guys are good. Let's go. That's Ollie Ball, bro. There was no tactic, no system, no mentality, nothing. Maybe he did bring a calm into the team in terms of the fact that he kept everyone happy and whatever. But in terms of on the pitch, bro, awful. Go on, JS though. Let me get something quickly, and then Jake can go after, innit?
Yeah, just touching up on what you're saying there. Like with Ollie, I hear it. We finished second twice, and we brought back the feel good factor for a bit. But at the end of the day, like that wasn't sustainable type of thing, innit? Like we'll go into games, we'll go behind, and then second half we have to come back. Like, bro, you're not gonna win a league like that. Do you know what I mean? And then it's a thing where it's a thing where also, like, bro, every week we're playing McTominay and Fred in the midfield. Like, I'm thinking, brother, like, do you not know we need to sign a central defensive midfielder? Like, every week is McFred. Like, it still makes sense to me, bro. And then
no, wait, let me say something.
Why we're getting smoked.
No, that's therefore. I'm not arguing. I'm not like against that point. Oli was a terrible coach, but I'm saying we came second because of the players. That was nothing to do with Oli. He was terrible. That was one of the worst coaches I've seen. Do you get it?
Well, Mourinho got second, bro. So that don't really mean anything. Mourinho's
a way better coach than Oli, though. I'm saying that second was on the players. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Mourinho's second was on Mourinho. That's a top quality coach. Oli's a terrible coach. That second was on the players. That's why I'm saying the players are not that bad.
I hear you.
Yeah, but that second they got,
if we had a top quality coach, if we had
but fair enough. But even that second we got, bro, how many points were we off the top, bro? Do you know what I mean?
I'm not saying
we're not even in a title race.
What you gotta remember is that second we was handicapped. We had a terrible coach. That's what I'm trying to say. If that season was played with a better coach, it would have been a better season. The coach was terrible.
I don't know, you know.
I'm not saying the players are good enough to be like to challenge Man City now, but I'm just saying the way the word wash, then these are top 4 players. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they're not shit. They're just not title contenders.
Wow.
Well, better of them are not title contenders, bro.
That literally, I think only how many players are title contenders would you say? Like,
well, I'll name you
5.
I'll name you max 5 players that we have.
Yeah, I think 5 as well.
Nah, man, we need better standards, bro. Do you know why I say this? Yeah, bro. Look at Newcastle's team, bro. We just about got above Newcastle. Botman, Almiron. Like, come on, bro.
Wait.
Bro.
You have to remember
that Newcastle was nonsense. Is Chelsea's team not good? Is Tottenham's team not good?
Okay. No, but listen, okay, Mandan, when we're gonna talk football, let's talk with context. You guys, Jake just said that these are top 4 players. So what I'm trying to say to you is, so is Newcastle, bro. Look at the names. So you're gonna compare Jadon Sancho, Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, who was meant to be like I remember he was even chatting to my boy.
wait,
He was meant to be like the
I'm
next Mbappe at some point. You're comparing them to
saying,
Amaron and that. They're the same level then. So what's the difference, bro?
No, I'm not just saying they're top 4 players of this season. Let's be real. In about
What
5
do you mean
seasons,
then? I want to hear context.
In about 5 seasons, they've been in the top 4 more than once. Like they are top. It's not a fluke. They are top 4 players.
I agree with that. They should be good enough to do. Yeah, I agree with that. But what I'm trying to say to you, the way they were playing though, what didn't amount to it, bro? You could be a quality player, but you're not playing that well, bro. It's like Sancho. Sancho's only started playing all right towards the end of this season. But what I'm trying to show you is that what's on paper and what they actually do is 2 different things. So as much as we did get top 4 and whatever, I swear that season Liverpool had loads of injuries and that.
Yeah, they got
I swear that, and then we didn't have fans as well. There's loads of things, and then we played counter-attack football for the whole thing. Like,
Oli he didn't just get top 4 once. This is what I'm trying to say. I think McTominay was in the squad both times. Top 4 under him. Like, there's players that have been in the squad. It's not just like they played without fans, and they played with fans before. And they got top 4.
Yeah. You guys, make sure you're telling people to lock in. I want to see some comments. I want to see some likes as well. I don't know if any of you look.
I'm not saying the players are good, didn't it? Like, challenge City and that, but I'm saying they're not rubbish players. Like, we have.
No. Don't get what I'm saying what I'm saying. Yeah, don't take it out of context. When I say washed, I mean as they were poor, but they let us. Last year was very embarrassing.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care what
the word.
no one
They
says.
let us down.
They were embarrassing, and what makes me want to call them washed is that players of that ilk, of that quality, shouldn't be that bad. It's poor. It's man can't accept it. I don't want to hear that. So when I say washed, I want to call you washed. And when you improve, I'm going to say thank you. This is what I expect. If someone average is playing a shit game once in a while, like McTominay and that, I'm not going to really expect much from him. But if I'm seeing people like Rashford, if I'm seeing people like Ronaldo, all these players, Ronaldo was carrying us last season. Do you know what I'm saying? Varane, these top players letting us down. I'm gonna, but these are Varane's won Champions Leagues. Look how poor he was in terms of his fitness last season or whatever. Like, we had quality players, and bro, we just about scraped Europa because West Ham lost at the end of the season. That's poor, bro. That's nuts. So we can sit here and say they're top 4 players, but they were really, really bad last season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, they were bad, but this season, a lot of them are the same players. This season, bro, that was played.
But Jake, listen to this.
Season. When we ask you a question, did you lot all rub out Wan-Bissaka last season?
Yeah, I did.
What happened with proper coaching this season?
Yes, I agree with you. I agree.
He's playing inverted. He can overlap. He can play inverted. Sometimes you see him on the left wing.
But I hear what you're saying, bro. But that doesn't mean Wan-Bissaka has a future, bro. He could still cut. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not.
I personally don't want him to it, but that doesn't mean he's gonna stay. Do you know what I mean?
It's not that they have a future. My point is they're not washed. They're not washed players. They can go. Wan-Bissaka had a good game against City. He's not a washed player. He had a good game against a few clubs this season. He's not a wash.
You're protecting. Hey, Jake is don't cuss my players. They're not washed.
If we're selling him, we can't be selling him for wash prices. Wan-Bissaka, he better go for a 40 mil. It can't be a wash price. He's not washed.
So what's washed to you?
Washed right now, I would say
Maguire.
Martial now, I would say that is washed. That's a player that is.
What's your definition of washed?
But the question is, if he leaves, do you think we'll get money for him? Is he going on a free? Like,
Martial is washed. That's a player that now.
But the thing is, what club is going to take Martial?
That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what.
But anyway,
they will take it.
What I'm trying to say to you, Drake, here is that when I call these
of washed, though, bro, because do you know what I mean? Why do you think Martial's washed? And then let's say if I said someone like Fred, would you say Fred's washed?
No.
So what's your definition of washed?
Fred has showed in big games.
Nah, I think he's washed.
He's not washed. Tottenham. Let's not bring up the Tottenham game. That was a great game from him. He had a great
but he's
game.
not consistent. So why isn't Fred washed?
He's not consistent, but a squad player ain't washed. Like, having a squad player ain't washed. Fred don't have to start, but Fred can be a squad player. I don't get why not. So what, you want to move him on?
Yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
For me, yeah. Is you guys can hear me?
Look
For
at
me,
that.
yeah.
Listen, yeah.
Oh,
Look
go
at
on,
the,
G20, go on.
I will say this, innit? What was the reason why we bought Fred? Why was listen? I'm gonna ask all of you man in here right now. What was the reason why we bought Fred? Why did we sign him from Shakhtar all them seasons ago? Somebody answer me that question right here, right now. Innit? What was the reason why we signed Fred? What was the reason? What was the reason? Why all them seasons ago? Why did we sign Fred from Shakhtar Donetsk? Because the guy could perform, bro. He could perform. Every time I used to see, obviously, okay, Ukrainian league's not competitive. Okay, well, I'll put my hands up. It's not a competitive league. But when Shakhtar used to be in the Champions League and stuff like that, Fred could perform. That Fred, I don't know where he's gone. Okay, he's shown glimpses of it in certain games, but we need that Fred back. That Fred that could do that box to box, run up and down and keep that energy. But a lot of these players, when they come to United, they're shadows of their former selves. And I don't get that. And we need to turn these players into world beaters, you know.
And that's what I'm saying. G20, yeah, you're making a good point. And that's why I want to be clear. When I'm saying washed, I mean it within context, innit? Because at the end of the day, I can also say that these guys didn't have good coaching. There was a bad stench around the club. There was a lot of bad things with United. We were in the mud. And we're still coming out of that. But what I'm trying to say is, in terms of how good they are, they let us down. So I have to put them in that category. And when they work past a good work ethic, then I can turn around and say, okay, you know what? You guys are doing better. Here you go. But realistically, a lot of these players are not Ten Hag's players, number one. Number two, I'll sell a lot of these players, you know. I'll sell a lot of them because I look at football now in a sense where we need to be realistic. Yes, we can compare to the Peps and whatever, but I don't really like always comparing to Man City. They are the benchmark, and it's good to kind of see certain things they've done, but generally, I feel like it's just common sense. Some of these players are not good enough, and if we spend too long with them, we're gonna have the old school Man United mindset where we just keep players on and sentimental FC. Right now, whoever needs to go, and whoever needs to stay. So what we might as well talk about is, first, let's talk about players that have improved, innit? Who do you guys think, going around the clock here, who do you think are our most improved players? Start with UG20. We're going in order, innit?
Wan-Bissaka, without a shadow of a doubt. That man, I thought that man was dead and buried, but that man can perform. I want to say, like, his positioning, his awareness, knowing, like, if a big fat striker is literally bombing down the pitch, he knows, make that decisive tackle, he knows what to do. That confidence has come back, and this is what I'm saying about the coaching. Like, it's paying off.
Yeah. Double L's, what are you saying, man? Who do you think's our most improved player or players?
Rashford, of course, innit? Like, he seems more focused now on his game. He knows what he's doing. When he gets in goal, like, he just knows where the goal is, innit? We bet on him to score like any one-on-one with a goalkeeper, innit? Any goalkeeper.
Yeah, okay. Els, we got Mr. Liverpool here saying Marcus Rashford. Els, what about you?
You know what? Last year, Rashford weren't on form. So I have to say, from what he is now, Rashford is definitely up there. I'm also really impressed with the way Luke Shaw's just come in this season and held it down in multiple positions. Last year he was good anyway, but I just feel like this year ETH has got the most out of him.
Yeah. I agree. What about you, TK?
Rashford, definitely. Rashford. He was unreliable last season. Like, I never saw him chasing like the ball after he lost it. He just used to chuck his head down. But he's like stepped up, and it's like he's taking some responsibility now.
Yeah. Cool, man. I can hear that, man. JS.
You know what it is, yeah? The easy answer would be Marcus Rashford, but I'm actually going to say Bruno Fernandes because
okay, go on.
I can't lie, yeah. I think his game is improved. Like, all he would used to do is just play that long Hollywood ball, bro. I actually now see him actually like playing proper football. He's been our captain this season. Like our win ratio percentage with him has been amazing. Like, yeah, for me, it's Bruno still. I can't lie.
Yeah, I can
But
see that as well, man.
I hear that.
I
I
just
hear
wanted to
that.
ask a question quickly. So would you say what's it called? Well, I just forgot what I was trying to say. Come back to me.
Yeah. All right, cool. No worries. Jake, what are you saying? Most improved player or players?
Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. 100%.
Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You got
Yeah,
any
Luke
reasons
Shaw's a
behind
start
that?
as well, still. Luke Shaw's a start as well, 100%.
Yeah.
He's been
For
playing,
me,
he's been playing centre back as well, and he's been putting in.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That just how fluid he's been in terms of coming to centre back, covering left back, and I mean I can't remember what game it was when he did that run all the way to the final third. He has that in him when he can just start dribbling the ball forward and whatever. But look at Jamie with his Bruno Fernandes agenda all the time. Listen, Bruno Fernandes for me, I think. There was a time, I think, was it the Liverpool game when he was moaning and whatever? I think since that game, he's shown improvements in his mentality a lot. Because I was watching a few interviews. I've watched a few interviews with him, and he explained why he's like that, and he's saying that he's just very passionate, but so obviously at times he has to control it. But I think since that kind of game, he's showed that he's got a better mentality. He's less moany. He's just a bit more. He knows how to address the emotion a lot more. And I think he's proven to be the captain, man. And you guys have to look at the stats. I know people say stats are not always accurate and stats merchant and whatever, but to some degree, the stats work. Bruno Fernandes is up there with De Bruyne in terms of creating chances. If we had a good number 9 and a good solid front three to kind of complement the chances he creates, bro, his assists will be through the roof. And he plays a big part in our build-up play as well. He plays a decent part in our assists. Even if he doesn't get the assist, he's the assister of the assist. And I feel like as much as we can look at the negative, he plays a big part in being the engine of our team. That's what I think. And he's definitely improved a lot. He came in the first season. He was excellent. He was carrying Man United quite most of the first season. But I think other than that, he's shown how important he is to the team. And I know I've been speaking to Jamie. Jamie's always talking about, Bruno disappears in the heavy and in the big games or whatever. And it's true. He does disappear sometimes, but I think overall he does bring a lot to our team still. But yeah, I'll definitely say Bruno. If I had to pick somebody, I'll say Wan-Bissaka, man. Absolutely brilliant player, man. He's probably arguably the best one-on-one defender in the world. Even when he can start coming forward a bit. You see him doing a little Cruyff turns or whatever. He's trying. He's building that confidence. You know what I'm saying? So for me personally, yeah, Wan-Bissaka is amazing, man. Shaw as well. Who else did I write here? Varane's been a bit more fit as well, so it's good to see that he's been injured a lot less than last season. Anybody else? Any other shouts, random?
I just wanted to ask. How about Jadon Sancho? Do you think, like, from the start of the season to the end of the season, like, he's improved himself, and is it enough to be in starting 11?
For me, Sancho's season's been quite poor. Obviously, pre-season he was quite good. Pre-season, Martial, Sancho, and Rashford were great. But obviously, pre-season's pre-season. But I do feel like towards the last few games, Sancho has shown, okay, you know what, guys, I can turn up now. Give me a chance next season. For me, I just need consistency from him. If he plays like how he played against Fulham and Chelsea, and he does it 75, I'll say even 85% of the season, I'll be happy. Because I know he can do it, and I know he just needs certain players around him to help, but he doesn't help himself. When he's not tracking back properly or he's kicking the ball half-heartedly, it's not nice, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's got a chance, man. He's shown in the last few games he can. Still. What does everyone else think?
Also, like looking at the other youngsters as well, like Palestri, do you think like
we're gonna get onto that? We're gonna get onto that. Still, I've got that down here still. But just to finish,
if you want me to touch on the Sancho situation,
Let me hear your. Yeah, go on. What do you think, Jake?
If you want me to be honest with you,
because obviously now we've got top 4. We're trying to push on. We're trying to win the league or whatever we want to do. I think he should be sold.
Okay.
What's
your
I
reasons?
think he's not the winger that's gonna. If we're gonna challenge City, he's not. It's not the winger that I don't think it's the winger we need.
Okay.
I think he's
and
too.
what do you think?
I think
go on.
he's not
I didn't know
fast
you were
enough.
finished. Go on.
Like, I think
Yeah,
he's
go
not
on.
fast enough. That's 100%. Like he's
True.
definitely not fast enough. 100%. Sometimes sloppy on the ball, but sometimes he has games where he's good on the ball. It's just not consistent enough if we want to challenge for the league.
But that's
let me challenge. Let me challenge that though,
game,
Jay. Sorry to cut you off, but did you see him on the right? He looked pacey. I think
I
he
know,
can be
but
faster if he wants to be, man.
But he played on the right. I'm sure at the start of the season. I'm sure he played on the right in one of the games. I'm sure. And he
definitely. Towards the start of the season, he wasn't good in the right. I'll admit that, but I feel like if he can carry on some sort of form, I think your opinion might change because mine is slowly starting to change. I'm not fully convinced, but I definitely feel like there's something there that he can bring to our team. Like
But do you think
the way.
sub Anthony though?
Oh, that's
do you
the
think
thing.
he'll bench Anthony?
If me personally, if you're gonna play Rashford, if you're gonna, because remember Ten Hag likes dynamic football. Ten Hag doesn't always play one way, and I think that's what a lot of people have learned this season. He likes to adapt to the team that he's playing, so that's why he likes dynamic players that can play 3 positions, so he can just keep moving everyone around like a chess piece. So, for example, if there's gonna be games where Sancho plays on the right, I'll put Anthony on the left because that will give Anthony more so a chance to kind of whip the balls in. Cross the ball with his left foot and give him that kind of direct left foot from the left and right foot from the right crosses, and then Rashford down the middle. And then certain times, you know what? Maybe they can be interchanging. Then Rashford can go to the left, and then we got, you know what I mean? We need to have that free flow football where players can just move around. That's what I think personally. Anyway, that's what I think. And then no team can see us coming. We can easily just keep changing tactics, and Ten Hag likes to change during the matches. You know what I'm saying? But sorry. Go on. Who was speaking? Was that TK?
Yeah. I think.
Yeah, go on.
I think Sancho needs to have a busy pre-season because it's not even his on-ball ability that's in question, but it's like unless a player lunges at him so he can move the ball quickly, he doesn't really want to beat a man. Like he waits for the defender to come to him. It's like he don't trust his strength,
own ability.
he don't trust his pace. He needs to have what Rashford had last pre-season and just come back physically another level because he don't look fully fit to me. Like he always looks a yard off.
Yeah, he does. He actually does. That's why I feel like I've been impressed with him because Chelsea and Fulham game, he was beating. He was trying to nutmegging guys, putting guys on the floor. We have seen glimpses of it, but I feel like in the last 3 games, he's shown a lot more. Even away to was it Bournemouth? Bruv, trust me, the last few games he's shown a bit of promise. So let's see. Cool. Jamie said De Gea. I was going to mention De Gea, man. Let's talk about De Gea for about 5 minutes. Let's talk about De Gea.
Alright, let's talk about De Gea. He needs to go. That's what we need to talk about. He needs to go.
All right. JS has started it. He needs to go. Talk to us. What do you think?
He needs to go. I'm sorry.
All right, cool, man. Let's start with JS first. Let's see what JS has to say.
I'll be so real, yeah. For a long period of time, I was one of them people that was like, you know what, yeah, De Gea, like, he's an important player to the squad. Like he makes big saves, but bro, let's be real, fam. Like if we want to take the next step, De Gea needs to go. Like he makes too many mistakes. Like it's a thing where like he's not reliable. This isn't 2017 De Gea. Like, do you know what I mean? He just makes too many mistakes and that. Like he can't play out from the back. Like even like just this season alone, bro, like if you just watch the way United play and how Ten Hag wants to play, it's just clear that, you know what I mean, he's not able
he's just
to
won Golden Glove though.
Like,
exactly. He's just won Golden Glove
but bro, you're saying this, but if we sell De Gea and whatever keeper we get next season makes a load of mistakes, you're gonna be wishing that De Gea was still in the squad, bro. So what is the point that you're trying to make?
We've had De Gea for like 10 years plus, bro. It's time to go, man. Just get someone else in
No,
Yeah,
but
but the thing I'm trying to
it's
say is,
easy to
if we
say.
get a
That's
new
not the way
keeper,
to
yeah,
do it though. We need
Like
to
we
get
like sentimental players too much, bro. Like this
yeah.
time
But
to go,
listen,
bro.
okay, bro. Let me put this in the most simplest way, yeah. If we sell De Gea, who are we gonna get in goal? Who do you recommend goes in goal for United if we sell De Gea?
who
That's
is
the question.
available as well.
Costa from Porto, innit?
Nah, it's one thing saying you need to replace him, but it's easier said than done. Like, look at the
Exactly. Like,
We
keepers we
have
have
been
in the
linked
Prem.
with Costa as well, by the way. We're going to talk about that later on in the transfer segment, but we have been linked with Costa as well. But yeah, carry on.
Yeah, like look at the keepers around at the minute, like in the Premier League, especially. Like people are calling Alisson, Ederson best keeper in the world. De Gea just won Golden Gloves, so if we do replace him, is it really going to be a level up straight
Bro,
away? I think that's a 2-3 year plan to replace him. Still,
don't let that deceive you, bro. Liverpool have had one of the worst seasons I've seen. Yeah, they would have been so much more in a chiz if they didn't have Alisson in goal, bro. Let's be real. So,
yeah, but
bro,
same goes for us if he's got 18 clean sheets.
bro,
Listen, yeah, but
that's not just down to De Gea, bro. That's the way we've defended the season as well. Do you know what I mean? Martinez has been fantastic. Luke Shaw's been fantastic. Duran's been fantastic.
Listen, this is what I'm saying. Yeah,
It's not just down to De Gea, bro. It's the whole defense. Do you know what
De
I mean?
Gea has saved us more than he's cost us overall.
Yeah.
Don't know about that one.
Even
I can go on anyway. I'll say my points after everyone. Go on.
Now I will say this year. Like, do you remember when De Gea signed for United all the way back in 2011? Like no one had faith in him. Everyone thought De Gea was a liability. We're going back to square one again. But the fans got behind him, so Alex put trust in him. And just look how far he's got now.
Bro, this is nostalgia, bro. Do you know what I mean?
De Gea isn't our biggest issue right now. I'm not saying De Gea is the best keeper out there. He's not as versatile as the most modern goalkeepers. But what we should be doing is we should be getting a youngster in, someone who can shadow De Gea, get up to his level, surpass him in 2-3 seasons. When we've got the rest of our squad built out, we really need to be looking further up the field at the moment. And then once we've got that, De Gea can go, yes, but right now he's not a priority. He's still saving our asses all the time.
I was waiting to hear that, though. He is not a priority. Nowhere near. How are we talking about a keeper right now when I think, how many goals did we score this season in the Premier League? It was shocking when I was looking at the stat.
Yeah, our goal
right now, De Gea is not the biggest problem. And on top of it, 80. How many clean sheets? 18.
Yeah, 18.
I know the defense has a lot to do with it.
You man are not seeing the bigger picture, bro.
I know the defense has a lot. I know the defense has a lot to do with that. I know we need to change him because of our style of play. But at the end of the day, he is not a priority. If we go bring another keeper in, and then that affects us filling in other positions, we're still not going to score goals.
Bro, I hear what you're saying, bro. Like, don't get twisted. Bro.
I think
you have to be real.
the simplest way to think about it is if you look at the budget that we're going to have in the summer, is it going to allow us to have space for a keeper?
Whose mic is that? Someone's mic sounds like it's in tin foil from. I don't know whose mic it is. To answer your question on the goalkeeper, yeah. I personally think De Gea saved us more than he's cost us. But then the times he has cost us the blunders have been abysmal. But he needs to be phased out. I think the next contract he's going to have is going to be on lower wages, and it's going to be, I think, a 2-year contract. If we do bring like a Costa in, and then he can just kind of be warmed into the team,
but the problem
I think that's what I would want.
The problem is, bro, he's not going to want to be number 2, bro. So
I think he would. I think he would.
I don't, bro. He's not, bro. He's been number 1 for that 10 years plus, bro. He ain't just.
There you go. That's exactly why he needs to realize. Okay, my time's done. A decade.
We're not just gonna buy it. We're not just gonna buy a keeper and let me sit on the bench now, bro. He's been number 1 for 10 years plus. He's gonna want to keep being number 1. So it's either
what? How long though? How long, Jace, is he trying to be number 1 for? Till he's fucking 50, bruv.
Bro, keepers can play up to their 40. Do you know what I mean? It's not like outfield players, bro, where, do you know what I mean, your legs go and that. Keepers is different, do you know what I mean? So he could be number 1. He feels he could be number 1 for United for the next 5 years. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying this is a big summer. He needs to go, literally, because if he signs that deal, he's signing the deal to be number one. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be a big mistake.
I hear that. I hear that. Me personally, I just feel like at some point you have to accept, you know what, it's time to go. I might not be the modern keeper that I need to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think he probably knows that himself. But as you said, you know, he might not want to be number two. He might only want to be number one. Me personally, I feel like he needs to accept that he's not he's not the modern type of keeper that we need. We appreciate when he has helped us, and he's gonna have to have competition. I feel like all of these players need competition. Bruno, everybody. I don't think one player is safe. Maybe obviously we've got Wan-Bissaka doing well, and we've got Shaw and we've got Martinez, even Casemiro. I think they all need players that, you know, if these guys are not doing good, let's fill them in. If we had someone like a Caicedo to kind of pick up the games where, you know, Casemiro doesn't have to do all the work. He can be doing the work with Caicedo. And then maybe certain games when Casemiro comes off, Caicedo covers his spot. And then we've got someone like even like a McAllister, or like obviously I know we was talking about De Jong and whatever, but we need to be able to be rotating these players. That's what I think. But cool. Let's go on to the players of the future, man. I've written down here Garnacho, Pelestri, and Diallo, man. What are you guys saying about our young players of the future?
I think Pelestri should go out on loan, and we should keep Garnacho, and I think we should give Diallo a chance this season. The reason why I said Pelestri should go out on loan is because I rate him highly as a player, in it, but I don't think like he's ready to like start like that yet. Do you know what I mean? He needs to have what Ahmad's had this season. Do you know what I mean? Actual run of games frequently in the championship or something, and then he'll be ready the season after. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think we should do for Pelestri.
But you know what the problem with Ahmad is that apparently Ahmad wants another season. Apparently Ahmad wants to go to Sunderland permanently, or he wants another season.
I heard that still.
Yeah, if he wants to leave, he's obviously gonna have a chat with the manager, and obviously it might be part of the pre-season and that. So if he wants to leave, then obviously we're gonna have to let him go in it. But that depends on the price and other factors in it. And if that's the case, then do you know what I mean? Obviously we're still gonna have Garnacho anyway, but we might even still learn up Pelistri. But I think we should sell Alanga because that guy's he's dead for you, fam.
Okay, yeah, we could talk about Alanga. Does anyone else agree? Does anyone else think that Pelestri needs to be on loan?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
For sure.
Definitely.
You know what, yeah? I'm going to disagree with you guys, yeah? The reason why I say I feel like Pelestri don't need a loan, because, you know, when Ahmad, because I watched Ahmad in pre-season. I watched when he scored against Royal Vallecano. And that match was dead. I know Ronaldo came off at halftime, and I watched that game live, and I could see why he needed a loan. But I think the difference between Ahmad and Pelestri, personally, from my opinion, when Pelestri comes on, he's showing more than certain players that are on the pitch already. And I've realized that every time he's come on, he's always been crucial with a big attack that we've made. Even that time that when he came on, I think it was against Chelsea, he took the ball in the halfway line, boom, whacked it to Sancho. Sancho cut in, crossed the ball to Martial. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Pelestri has shown that maybe, you know what, just keep feeding me in bit by bit. Because I feel lone players are normally players that when they're coming in, they keep phasing out. The game's too physical for them. But Pelestri hasn't had no issues every time he's come on the pitch. I think he's probably had one game where he was a bit quiet. But other than that, look at that time when he took the ball to the edge of the line, crossed it in, and I think Rashford or someone scored, or Sancho, I can't remember. Pelestri's shown a lot of games that he does effective things. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I feel like I wouldn't put him on loan personally. Anyway.
Bro, the problem with that is how many game time is he gonna get, bro? Realistically, do you know what I mean? Like,
true.
I everything you're saying, but that's just it's only gonna harm his development if 1 week, you know what I mean, he gets opportunity off the bench and then the next 2-3 weeks he's not playing. Do you know what I mean? He needs regular game time for his age. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's best with a season in the championship. Do you know what I mean?
And the question is, does it start for Man United as well?
Huh?
Does it start for Man United?
Pelestri, he wouldn't start. No.
No, but he would be a
Yeah,
squad player, innit?
nah, Man United should be aiming to have starters. 24 man should be starters.
I understand,
I
but you
hear
got to
that.
have players that are willing to be squad players. It causes too many issues in the dressing room if everyone wants to start.
Okay.
Like people should be challenging to start, but they need to. Some players need to understand their role that they will not play every game.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, man, it all depends on him, to be honest. If he's ready to fill in, you know, because you've got people like, if you look at teams like Liverpool, like, I can see him being like a Jota, where he just comes on and boom, he's used when he's needed, and then maybe it might change over time. When there's an injury, he might be able to step in, you know, rotate between him and Anthony. But I just love how direct he is, and I feel like when he's come on, he's been so effective. And if he's willing to sit on the bench for a bit, and hopefully, as JS said, it doesn't kind of affect his time that he has on his game time, then yeah, I can hear it still.
But what about
Diallo, obviously.
Sancho?
Sancho, who just said that? Sorry,
I said it. So you said you said Sancho on the right was a lot better. So if Sancho and Anthony are going to be the ones rotating, Pelestri won't really get a chance.
That's the thing, though. But that's what I'm saying. Ten Hag's ball is everyone gets moved around. That's what I'm saying. I feel like our wingers should be able to, I feel like even in game, when Sancho's not having a good game on the left, I think him and Anthony should be connected that role. Can we swap? Boom. I would love to see that kind of free flow football. Because I don't know. I could be wrong, man. But I just feel like
sometimes when Sancho
we have done it. We have done
it.
it. We have done it before. Yes. Yeah. Sancho and Rashford, we have still. So I want to see more of it still. I want to see more. I want to see our players obviously playing within the positions that they're good with. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to see that dynamic free flow football. You know what I'm saying? You're here, just triangles
on the front three.
Yeah, I can hear that 100%. I can hear that. Martial for me needs to go. Listen, Mandem, I watched him at Chelsea, bro. I watched it with my eyes, bro. Mandem, he was Mandem. Mandem, I swear to God, bro. He was. If I speak,
I think you know what it is though,
bro.
I think he knows though he's getting sold. That performance, I know it was a bit lazy. Like
the TV didn't do it justice, bro. If you watched the,
oh yeah, you was there live,
bro. He kept on falling over, and I get that a bit of his mentality looks like he's checked out, but brother,
there's something wrong with his studs though, because he does that every game, you know.
Bruv, he was stinking up the play. It was smelly. It was smelling.
No, but come on,
bro.
Though, man. Come on, he might, because bro, I'm not gonna lie. If we keep these owners and he ends up staying, we're gonna have to root for him. We don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah, it's true, man. We're in a techie position, especially with the owners. We're gonna talk about that next as well. Big up Ibrahim. He's saying, yeah, I agree. Sancho needs the connection. Yeah, man. Sancho's definitely a player that needs to be bounced off other players, man. Touch and go. You know, so I just hope he can find his place in the team, and then we can just have good players around. Mandem, you know what I want for Man United? I don't even care about your name. I just want hard workers, players with a good mentality that are going to play for the badge, bro. That's all I want, man. Players that are going to trap back. When they lose the ball, they're going to try and get it back. You see when Malaysia came on, bro, certain times he might not do the best tackle, but he's going to make sure he gets the get back. I love that, man.
You see where it is, though. All right, cool. But you see I feel like we've passed the stage now of heart and, like, we got top 4, yeah. But now we need quality and players that fit the manager's system.
That's
players
true.
That are going to come and bop the ball about what the manager wants. We saw how he played at Ajax.
Facts.
We need to come off the heart, and now it's quality, because now we want to challenge Champions League and the league.
Yeah, 100%, but we still need the heart with it, man, because I feel like sometimes heart gets you further over the line than quality. Some quality is not always, quality might not always be consistent, but then it works both ways. Sometimes quality gets you over the line, but, we need a bit of both. It needs to be a good balance, I say. It needs to be a good balance still. Got another comment here. Shems Gems is saying, what would your ideal front three that you think would be good enough to challenge for the Prem and compete in champs? Do you know what it is? Yeah, for me, Mandem, yeah. I feel like based on paper, Sancho, Garnacho, Rashford, they should be good enough to do their thing. They're young, they're quality, but it's all about the system and the consistency for me. You know, I want to see consistent football. I'd rather you drop 90% 8 out of 10s than once in a while 4 5s, then 8s, and then 4s and the 8s. I'd rather see consistent football. And if we can get the guys playing at a consistent level, if Sancho kicks into form and him and Anthony are rotated, and then we got Rashford and Garnacho on the left, and then we've got a decent new striker with Rashford as well. I mean, a decent striker, and then we've got another backup. Maybe, I don't know. Who have we got as our strikers, man, then? Because Weghorst is going. Martial looks like he might be going. If we get a good quality striker, we're only going to probably have one striker, no?
Yeah, we need Harry Kane.
I can't lie, yeah. We need Harry Kane, but I don't think we're going to get him.
That's who we need. I'm not going to lie. That's certainly who we need.
Apparently, Levy's stopping him from leaving Spurs.
I heard that, man.
We're not getting him.
I'm not going to lie.
Kane would do what Weghorst has been trying to do.
Yeah,
we need Harry
is,
Kane, innit?
Weghorst is doo-doo, bro.
All right, just a quick thing on
so
Weghorst,
bad.
yeah. Is Weghorst the worst striker Man United has ever had? Actually, is he the worst player Man United has ever had?
Yes, no. That goes to Bebe. No, Bebe.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bebe.
Bebe is the worst ever player that touched grass for United.
Bebe shouldn't have even put the top on it, even in the stands, bro. He was so bad.
No, Bebe. No.
Oh my dude. Whose mic is that?
Yo, whose mic's that?
That's crazy. Let me meet everybody and see. Is that L's mic? Can everyone else hear me, yeah? I wonder whose mic is that.
Yo.
Yeah, I don't know if that's L's mic.
Yo.
Yeah. Everyone here,
yeah?
Yeah. All right, cool. Not sure what happened there, but yeah. Mandem Weghorst, bro. Like, he's a nice guy, but brother, listen, you know when Sancho squared it to him, I watched I rewinded to the last 10 seconds. I saw everything playing out. I see Weghorst tracking to the right. He's like, give me the ball. Sancho crossed it over so beautifully. What did the guy do? Slide tackle kick. He's always doing these dumb slide tackle kicks.
Do you guys think that
you
guys think he played a part in making our season better? Just a question to you.
Yeah, because he did what Andy
wait, let me hear. I want to hear who's talking. Go on.
I feel like
put the names back here. Magpies, I'm going to get back to your comment in a minute. 1 second. Let me just put the names back here. Go on.
Whether or not, like, obviously, I think he's terrible, but the thing that he's given us that Anthony Martial can't and no other striker really could, apart from Ronaldo, but he didn't fit the system, is availability. Like, look at the strikers we've had. We've had Edison Cavani. He was good when he was fit. Anthony Martial, he does all right for us, like, on paper when he's fit. Like, at least I feel like he helped us just because he was available. Like, just having that, it filled a place in our team. But him, what he was trying to do and what he actually did do is two different things. Like, he looks like he won a competition sometimes. Like, like fans come tag along for the day. Like, sometimes you turn it on, watch him, and it's like a charity match. Like, you don't, I don't know what he's doing, but
play with Man United for 90 minutes. You get to play with Man United.
That's what it's like. He don't know what he's doing. It's like he's just there to tag along.
There was one game it did look like that though. But some games Maguire looks like that as well. I think it was. What was it against Nottingham Forest? Do you lot remember that game when he done like a mad tackle at the start?
Bro, when
he's a calamity.
That's the word for it, calamity, bro. That's the word.
It definitely looked like someone that won a competition at a pub and he got like to play game.
Nah,
Facts,
he's terrible, man. We were better off having Ronaldo. I'll be so real with him. I'll be so
What
real.
then?
No,
Weghorst? Nah,
Yes.
man.
no.
Wait,
Ronaldo's
wait.
I
too
agree.
Ronaldo
individual.
was a
Yes.
cancer at
Nah,
the
I
time.
agree.
He had to go.
God, do you know what it is?
Weghorst was better.
Yeah,
Bro,
at the time, Ronaldo
bro,
was a cancer. I'm not
all
gonna
you
lie.
want, all you wanted to do was play football. But you wanted to start every game, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I
Until that
would have
goal,
took
like that.
anyone. I would have took anyone at the time. What he was
Nah,
doing
man.
to the
We're
club,
better,
it
bro.
was even
Ronaldo had to
affecting.
go.
It was
Weghorst
affecting
is
how
useless.
Rashford and other players were playing. They wasn't even like feeling free to do stuff with the
Even
ball.
Bruno and that, yeah.
Yeah, like
He
no,
did
he had to
affect them.
go. He had to go. I'm not gonna lie. That
Having
part, he had to go.
Ronaldo in the team, you have to sacrifice literally like every other attacking
Yeah,
player
like
pretty
he
You're
much.
had
telling me
to.
So you're telling me you'd rather have Weghorst than Ronaldo? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, if you're
Okay.
looking like in the system, like on paper's a different thing. You're never gonna pick Weghorst over Ronaldo on paper, but the season shows that we are better with Weghorst than with Ronaldo this season.
Like, he offers nothing.
I guess factually, yeah. But what I would say is, I'll be real, man. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it mad 100. when when Weghorst first came in, I had a little hope. I don't know what it was. Maybe at the time I wasn't really looking at the whole context of we're just getting who we can. I'm just thinking, okay, Ten Hag wants this player. I'm not seeing it as okay, this is his only choice kind of thing. I'm just seeing it as okay, he's identified this player. There must be something in him. And there was a game, I can't remember what game it was, where he was actually playing good as a 10. I think it was one game, or maybe even one half. There was he was holding up the ball, then he was finding people, boom, boom. But then if he kept on doing that, I could see him as a good squad player or even a third player. But bro, it was just I think he did it once. He did it for one half, I think, in his whole. And bro, he can't score. He can't score. It's been put on the plate for him, and he can't score. But yeah, Magpies was mentioned either Kane or Lewandowski. I wouldn't take I'll take Kane. I don't know about Lewandowski though.
We need someone under 32 because we just go for pensioners. Like if you look at the track record, we ain't signed a young striker like that in ages.
Yeah, facts. Hey, Ibrahim says worst horse. He shouldn't even stay in the bench, man. He should be catching the footballs when it's in the crowd in front.
I still don't get the point in signing Weghorst. Like, I knew this guy. I didn't see like the hope in him. Like, to be honest with you, okay, he did good in the Turkish league. In the Turkish league, playing against Bulaks and Mehmets every single like for Besiktas, like Besiktas is like one of those clubs, yeah, where you have to play well or the fans will kill you. Simple as, or you're getting a flare chucked at your head. Simple. Like, no. Like, I need cost Burnley relegation as well. Weghorst was the reason why Burnley got relegated.
Yeah, man, boy. Thank you for your services, man. Goodbye, man.
It's time for him to go, man.
Yeah.
I feel like Ten Hag just knew him personally, so it was more like a quick fix. Because really, who was available in January as well?
Yeah. No one was available still. What about Sabitzer? Would any of you guys keep Sabitzer?
Nah.
Keep him.
Nah. He's been injured too many times as well, bro. Just send him back as well, fam. Send him back.
Yeah,
send him back. Keep what's everyone
wrong,
saying?
Keep him another loan. Don't buy him.
Wrong with him in terms of his ability as a player, but in terms of availability, nah, fam. We can't have you for 6 months and you're injured 3 times, bro. Like, nah, fam.
Yeah, that's the thing, JS. What I'll agree with you, yeah, because I like Sabitzer, innit? I like him. I was thinking, yeah, man, but injury, how reliable are you going to be? We can't be getting in these players and it's looking like they get injured every second. If we can guarantee him to be fit 90% of next season. If there was somehow some sort of, you know what, trust me, this happened, it won't happen again kind of thing, and someone came to me and said, "Raw, a fit Sabitzer for most of the season, I'll take him as a squad player still." But based on how he's been on his loan spell, it's the injury, man. That's the only thing that lets him down, you know. He's been quiet in certain games, but he's been very good in most games. But it's the injuries, man, for me.
Yeah, nothing wrong with his ability, but as a player or anything, like he's a quality player, he's just not available. So you can't sign him. You're not guaranteed.
Yeah. What does everyone else think though? TK, Jake. That was what do any of you guys think?
Nah, he's a good player. He's a good player, but yeah, availability is the main thing. He's not available, so I don't think we should keep him. I can't lie. I think we should just let him go back. We should just sign someone else. If we get the right owners, defo not keep. No way should we keep him. He's not gonna get us to the next level.
Yeah. I agree, man. Because when I heard people say, "Hey, get rid of him," I was defensive, but then I started to actually look at it and think, "Nah, my man hasn't been available, man." So yeah, facts.
I think send him alone.
Yeah, or maybe another loan.
We wouldn't buy him.
Nah.
Buy him. But
Nah.
you got to see
everyone
him
say
fitness
no
through the season, man. It's better than McTominay. That's what I'll say. It's better than McTominay, man. I'm Fred.
Yeah, but McTominay's gonna be sold. He'll get sold this season.
Yeah, I think he's
sure.
going.
I'm
Yeah,
sure he will get sold this season.
Well, no. Latest news is that perhaps he won't because Fred's going.
Yeah, I'm hearing Fred's going now as well.
So why don't they just get rid of both of them then?
Package deal, 2 for 1. Get it gone.
Because you need a certain amount of English players. Because of his passport, bruv. That's what it is.
What about Mount?
McTominay's not English.
Don't want Mount, man. Mount's dead.
Yeah, that's what we're going to even talk about that. We're going to talk about that, man. Them. What's everyone saying about Mount?
I've realised in this chat, you lot go off one season.
Mount is washed in this Man United team. Mount does not get in. Where?
So where would you play?
Why do you think the manager wants him? Why do you think the manager wants him?
Where would you play him? Casemiro.
He's gonna play as an 8
next to Casemiro.
Yes, he's gonna play as an 8. Mount
do you think
defensive capability?
I'd rather sign Ward-Prowse.
Wait, let me explain. Let me explain. What you got to understand is here, if you look at what Ten Hag did with Ajax here, he played. It's weird. It's like he plays 2 like kind of 10s and a holding. Like he's been doing that.
No, you mean 8s? You mean advanced 8s and a 6 and a holding 6?
They're both kind of 10s though. They're not. They're kind of attacking midfielders though.
Because they're both back and forth. They're back and forth.
Eriksen and Bruno are both like he does that. Like so, Mount is just better defensively than Eriksen. He can get up and down the pitch, so it makes sense. And he's got capabilities on the ball like Eriksen. He's not the same, but he can play with the ball. It's not a bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's not for the manager. It's not a bad transfer. But I get what you lot are saying. But for the manager's style of play, that ain't a bad transfer. Be real. There's a reason the manager wants him.
Do we know the manager wants him 100% though? It's looking like that, but we don't know.
That's a fact. The manager therefore what
it is. I think he does because Mount apparently Mount's played in thingy the Dutch league before, innit? So that's how Ten Hag knows about him.
All right.
If Maddison's available, you don't buy Mount, bruv.
What you got to understand is, look, Bruno before like he's known as a 10, and Eriksen he's known as a 10, but they both kind of like come deeper when we're playing. Mount's gonna do Eriksen's job basically. Do you get it?
I heard that, bro. But then away from home, are we gonna do the same thing? Because that's why we've been getting slapped up. So,
but Mount is better defensively than Eriksen. I'm not saying away from home it's gonna be good, but it's not gonna be as Eriksen is very like he gets run over.
Yeah, that's why I'd want someone like Casido instead, bro. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, but I think we would. But don't you think we would sign another like a defensive midfielder as well? Because we don't have cover for Casemiro, so we kind of need one. He can play with 2 defensive.
Imagine we had like a Casido, a McAllister, a Rice. Imagine we just had like 4.
No, not McAllister to play defensive midfielder.
No, I'm just saying in terms of midfield, just those additions, like.
Yeah, I would take Rice. I'm not gonna lie, I would take Rice and no. Caicedo is better than Rice. I'll take Caicedo.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind any of them to be honest.
Caicedo and Mount ain't bad. I'll take both of them.
Mount ain't
getting in.
Oh nah, man, bro. What's this obsession with Mount, bro?
Nah, he's a good player, man. He's a good. You gotta remember.
Do you know?
You gotta remember this Champions. Wait, you got to remember this Champions League campaign with Chelsea. He's a big reason they lifted that trophy, you know.
It don't matter, man.
Football ain't off one season. He could have. Rashford had a bad season last season. Look at him now, 30 goals.
Mount don't fit in.
Yes, he does. To the manager's style of play, how does he not fit in? I just explained it.
Nah.
So TK, why do you okay,
bro.
TK, why do you think Mount don't fit in? And then we hear from JS after. Why don't you think Mount fits in, TK?
All right, maybe not doesn't fit in, but there's a long list of players that we should be looking at before Mount's getting linked like this. Like even at Leicester, there's two players, Tillmans and Maddison. Both
All
I
right,
would
can
take
I
ahead
say
of Mount.
something? Can I say
stiff.
something now? Listen to this.
I
You
think
see
Tielemans is stiff.
Tielemans, does he get up and down the pitch as much
I
as
wouldn't
Mount?
want. I wouldn't want
No,
Tielemans, bro.
no.
That's
And
Tielemans
wait,
is
you see
lazy.
Maddison. Maddison don't have defensive capabilities like Mount does. Maddison cannot defend. The manager wants
He's
to
more
use.
fluid than Mount, and that's what Ten Hag
He
likes.
might be, yeah, he's more fluid on the ball, but he cannot defend. What you got to understand is there has to be a balance. Why? If
But
we're
you
gonna
can't.
get
Then
someone,
you're telling me you're signing Mount for defending, and that don't make sense either.
bro, not just for defending, because there's a good balance there. He's good on the ball and he can defend. If you want someone that's just good on the ball, play Ericsson. Forget the defending, just play Ericsson. But we need someone that can at least get up and down the pitch and has some defensive capabilities, but he's still quality on the ball. That's Mount.
There's more people than Mount. There's a lot of people who go ahead of Mount on that.
Yeah, but as you said, the homegrown English passport. Don't we need a homegrown player? So why don't we go and
that's
kill
why
two birds with one
but
stone?
Declan Rice. Then, if that's the case,
bro.
Yeah, but Rice, he's linked with Arsenal. He's linked with other clubs that we
Yeah,
might
no,
not get.
Rice might go to Bayern Munich. That's what.
He ain't going Bayern Munich, bro. He's not going Bayern Munich.
I think kill two birds with one stone. Bring in Mount and your homegrown thing, and you get the player you kind of want. Can play in Ericsson's position.
Bro,
what's your thoughts?
My stance is, number one, you can go across Europe and find 50 Mason Mounts, bro. I don't understand. I don't see why we should spend. I don't see why we should spend 55, 60 million on Mount. That's just
homegrown
rule, though. We're just strengthening our rivals for no reason, bro. Why are we giving Chelsea 55, 60 million for Mount? Like, that's stupid.
So wait, you're saying
Ward-Prowse would be better than Mount.
Wait. You're saying we're strengthening our rivals for giving a player that played the assist for Havertz to score the goal that won in the Champions League. That had good games against Real Madrid in that semi-final. But because of one bad season now, we don't want Mount.
We would have said that last year as well, though.
If people done that with Rashford, we wouldn't have no 30 goals this season. I think you should give him a chance, innit? Because I know the manager wants him, so you're probably gonna have to face it that we're probably gonna get him.
I wouldn't hate having him, but I would be unhappy if we paid more than 40 million for him. Like he's not like a player that you want to go for.
That's a good point. The price
this is just typical Man United. We're just overplaying players. Like this is what we just do.
I know the price, but what you got to understand is, bro, the market right now. If you're paying 55 mil for Mount, you can't. Like, it's kind of what you would pay, isn't it? He's English.
If we had better scouts, we would find a better player for.
I know, but the homegrown.
Ward-Prowse would be better than Mount.
We should go use our scouts to find a replacement for Casemiro when he's not fit or he's got a red card. Not for the A. I think
Mount ain't going there.
Yeah, exactly. So you bring in Mount and a 6. You bring in an 8, a 10 that's gonna play 8 and a 6.
Nah, man.
I can see where everyone's coming from. Obviously, when we look at it from just normal, like if you just generally look at it, Mount's not the best.
No, he's not the best.
If Ten Hag does want him, and there's some way he can fit in, and we get other midfielders with it, I'll be happy to see. And then it depends how much we get him for, man. If you can get it for a good price.
I told you, if we sign him, he's gonna have a good season next season.
I want that to happen. I can't lie.
I just trust the manager a lot. So if the manager sees something in him and he wants him, I know it will work. Still, that's gonna work.
Yeah, I hear that. Ibrahim saying, "What are your thoughts on Neymar? What do you guys think about Neymar?"
Nah, man, never.
I'll take him still.
Why would you take him? He's never fit. It's another Martial.
Do you know where it is? I don't actually. Yeah, you're right. He's never fit. But
we need consistency.
If you can get some tune out of him, and I don't know if you can get him fit somehow. I don't know, is it? That is a player that I'm not gonna lie. He would be a big difference to that team.
Yeah, but it's like Di Di Maria. What was the other guy?
Yeah, we don't want to go back that route.
Like
innit?
it's that sort of route. It's like just getting a
Yeah.
big name. Like
Yeah, you're right.
Neymar's
You're
past
right.
it
You're
now.
right.
I swear he's like
Yeah,
32, 33.
but isn't this the same thing we were saying about Casemiro? Oh, he's just coming for the
No,
pay.
no, I
No,
hear
but
it.
it's
I
different
hear that, but
Can't
positionally.
really say that. Yeah,
Positionally, it makes a difference.
can't really
no,
say
I hear
that.
that. But
Bro.
what you see,
Yeah.
you see where it is. I do feel like the Glazers need to go. We need to come away from them sort of sidings, though. You are right.
To be honest, in terms of the Casemiro comparison, I think we've always needed a DM. So the fact that we got a DM with a name, it kind of worked out anyway. Whereas we've got enough left wingers. I
Yeah,
know.
but Neymar doesn't. Neymar doesn't even play left wing.
Oh, it's a 10, isn't it?
Neymar plays in the 10. Yeah.
10.
We
He can-
don't.
he
He
can
don't
Yeah.
fit,
between
man.
the
He don't
position.
fit.
No, he don't fit in the squad. But
And
I just
remember,
think-
remember the point you were just making not too long ago about players that can play multiple positions. Neymar can play multiple positions. Do you know what I mean? He's in addition to the squad. He's not just gonna play left wing. He can play in the 10. He can play on the right. Do you know what I mean? He can
I'm
play
not
in
gonna
midfield.
lie. I feel like even the way Ten Hag plays, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised if one time you saw Neymar playing as an 8.
Yeah, bro. Like, do you know what I mean?
No, do you know? No.
Yeah, it all depends the kind of the mindset he's going to bring to the club. Are we going to have another power play AFC guy and all of that stuff?
That's what it is.
Ten Hag has a lot of power, bro. If he
Yeah.
signs Neymar, he's obviously fully aware of the type of player Neymar is. He can handle Neymar. Bro.
No, but the question is though,
He's handled Ronaldo. You're telling me you can't handle Neymar? Come on, man.
Yeah, but Neymar, we didn't handle
Neymar.
Ronaldo, and Neymar's at PSG, yeah, and PSG have been dying to win a Champions League. Why, if we're trying to progress, why are PSG trying to sell Neymar to us? Do you get what I'm saying? They would want to hold on to him.
That's PSG, bro.
Like too many times. Look back, we've been swindled buying these players from clubs, like thinking that they're still it, and we've just been let down too many times. Look at Alexis Sanchez, Di Maria, Pogba, all these. Like, do you know what I mean? Too many times we get swindled. We just need consistency. I would rather sign like what's my man from Brighton, that the one that Wan-Bissaka locked up. I'd rather go for someone like that rather than these big names, because we're just spending and they always let us down.
But you know what it is? He's not going to be cheap, I don't think, Matoma, you know. I think Brighton's a hard club to do deals with.
You got to look at wage as well. Look at Neymar's wage, because it's not just the signing fee, it's the wage that comes with it.
Neymar's wage is ridiculous. But you know what it is? We're obviously
fair enough. But if you want to compete, fair enough. But if you want to compete, you got to go out there and get the best players, bro. Neymar's
yeah,
a top
but if we want to compete, do we want to compete for one season? We need to be looking players like 26, 27, 25 years old. Neymar's too old for what if we're trying to build something.
I hear you, bro. I agree with you. But if Neymar's available and
do you know what it is? If it was next season, like the season after, I feel like we could look at it, but we need to build a base first. You are right. Like we could have looked at it like as a cherry on top, but right now, nah, I don't think.
And it's like going back to the hair. We got bigger fish to fry. We need centre backs, centre midfielders. Like we've got wingers on tap. It's just they're not performing.
Yeah, I don't think Neymar right now would make sense.
I see both sides still. And big up Shem's availability is the best ability. No cap, 100%, man, 100%.
Yeah,
beautiful smiles. Tielemans has gone downhill, and Maddison is injured every season. I don't rate Mount, but if United need to go forward, Mount is a stopgap.
A stopgap? I feel like you got to give him a seat. If he comes, you got to give him at least a seat. Like
why is Poch not trying to keep Mount, bro? Think about it like this.
Yeah, but we don't know the style of play. Poch is like, bro. Remember, managers have different style of play. They have different ideas. Mount might not be in his ideas, but he's in Ten Hag's at the moment.
So no, man, I'm not.
He's obviously watched the way Mason Mount can pick up the ball and run, and like he's not bad. Like it's just this season he had a crap season, but didn't Rashford have a crap season the season before? Didn't Wan-Bissaka have a crap season the season before? Like you got. I think if the manager wants him, I want him as well.
Yeah, if Ten Hag wants Mount, then cool in it. But I just think personally, if we're Man United, we can find better. We should find better, bro.
No, we can. I just
think spending 50, 60 million amount is just stupid.
But do you know what it is? Do you want to be again one of them, like what we do every time we get a manager? We give him second, third. We don't really give him what he wants. This time, I give the manager what he wants, and let's just see what he can do.
Yeah, 100. If Mount's his priority, then we should do everything to sign Mount. Do you know what I mean? I just
Because
prefer someone else. But
look
if
at
you want Mount,
Mourinho. I felt like Mourinho, the club took the piss out of him. Do you get what I mean with the signings and certain things? I felt like we never really got to see what he could have done. We don't want that with Ten Hag.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that would take Ward-Prowse over Mount then?
No, I wouldn't take Ward-Prowse.
No, I can't believe the
No, I wouldn't take Ward-Prowse.
But to be honest, yeah, Ward-Prowse though, he's carried Southampton.
No, Ward-Prowse
That's
is
what
a
I'm
good
saying.
player,
And
but
if you're
the amount of
talking about
disrespect-
defensive,
No, but come on, Ward-Prowse ain't as mobile as
No,
Mount.
that's a stretch, bro.
That's a mobile player.
That's a stretch. If it's Mount or Ward-Prowse,
But wait,
it's Mount
Mount
every
ain't
day, bro.
mobile.
That's a stretch.
no, but I'm not talking about as a player. I know Mount's better, but I'm talking about in the Man United team. To me, Ward-Prowse fits better than Mount.
Is man gonna tell me now that Mount ain't mobile, like he can't get around the pitch?
No, but I feel like you're stretching it on the defensive side of it. Like you see Mount pressing and whatnot, but he ain't defensively good.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's a great defensive player. I'm saying he does basic defensive things, unlike Eriksen. Do you get it? Eriksen does not press. Eriksen can't get around the pitch. He can't do basic defensive things. But
I'm taking Ward-Prowse set piece as well.
I hear your point with that, bro. Because with Eriksen, when we play Eriksen away from home, we get overrun and that our Mounts and
get what I mean. And Ward-Prowse, I just think can't carry the ball. Let's be real. Ward-Prowse ain't gonna get the ball. See when Ten Hag, when we're playing and that, and like let's say Eriksen's in space, Eriksen can't carry the ball. He can't run with the ball, and like he has to pass it straight away. Mount can at least carry the ball from, let's say, a deeper position forward. We've seen him do it with Chelsea.
I hear you, bro. I'm not disagreeing.
I'm not saying he's great, but I'm just saying I can see where the manager's going with that side, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what Jake is saying. I'm trying to have that kind of thought process, like believe in the manager and hopefully things work out. But you know, the hope is the hope that kills you.
I know. But say now that
Ten Hag normally gets it right.
All right, say now the manager said he wants Mount now, then we get say Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse not getting about the pitch, like it's not the style he wants to play. Then we're not playing well. We're just like everyone's gonna say, "Rob, we should have just got what the."
No, I agree with you. If I know that if I find concrete proof that cool, the manager wants him, and somehow, then I will even argue with it. Yeah,
from the style of play. Even you got guys like Fabrizio Romano saying Man United are really pushing for Mount.
Yeah. I've been it's a lot. It's been out, especially in the last few days. It's looking like it's a Ten Hag thing, but you know some people are questioning Ten Hag's kind of talent ID. But I don't. We're always quick to talk. We always when it fails, we say that it's a mare. When you win, we say we call him a genius. So I feel like. You know what I mean? We just always need to be optimistic and just see where it's going. If he wants it, let's just believe in it. You feel me? Yeah. As long as we don't pay those dumb price.
Can everyone tell me, the ideal midfield three you want next season? I just want to hear it.
Well, realistically, or just ideal in terms of like
realistically, though, like let's say. No, but to be honest, our realistic, we don't know because we could get Qatar and have a mad budget. We don't know what our realistic could be. So just say what you want.
Okay, let's go on who's available, and it will start with JS and then G20 and then TK and then let's see.
Ideally, the player I would want Man United to get is De Jong and Caicedo. I don't think we're gonna get De Jong, obviously. So I'd be happy with Caicedo and like a highly profile like someone like Barella from Inter Milan, for example. Someone like that.
Let me say mine is on it. Defo De Jong, though. I was gonna say I went to watch Barca versus Villarreal. Yeah, when I went to watch him, I said it. I said if he came United, we would definitely be a bit more press resistant. Like we would definitely be able to pass the ball around, even with the hair.
Yeah, do you know if we had a De Jong, I feel like De Gea's game might improve a bit because De Jong likes to drop in and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he likes to take the ball from deep and that.
Yeah, it depends, innit? But yeah, Barcelona.
I hear that. G20, what are you saying?
I would say De Jong, but obviously I'll give a homegrown option as well. Ward-Prowse. If we're talking homegrown, because like No, don't
No, I
rush me.
don't get this one. I don't get
No,
this one.
no. But listen, Ward-Prowse has got that Premier League experience, consecutive seasons carrying Southampton, a team like Southampton, on his back.
Bro,
And even think about
Etihad, Ward-Prowse, Casemiro, Bruno against flipping Rodri, De Bruyne, Goodwin. What is that? What is that doing for you?
don't underestimate
Nah,
man
bro,
like
G.
Ward-Prowse.
All I'm gonna say, yeah, is I just checked it. Yeah, Ward-Prowse for Southampton this season. Yeah, bear in mind relegation strugglers. I don't know how many goals Southampton scored in the Premier. 9 goals, 4 assists.
No,
You lot
big
are
him up,
underestimating him.
big
I'm
him
pretty
up, but
sure Mount's got like 4
big him
together.
up, but I just gave you a very
Interesting.
clear view.
Interesting.
Picture this game: Etihad, Ward-Prowse, Casemiro, and Bruno. We will.
Yeah, but you're
what do you
acting
think will
like if
happen?
you take Ward-Prowse out and put Mount in, that's making a big
It's a
difference.
big difference.
No,
Yeah,
no,
like
no,
I was just gonna say that.
Rate
No,
Mount much more than
one thing
I thought.
it does do, it enables the manager to play his style of play. It might, like, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you're moving like Ward-Prowse can't play football.
I'm not saying he can't play football, but he is not mobile enough. He can't. I know what
I can't lie. I think
he ain't slow, you know, and he's got legs on him. He played all 38 games this season. That's availability
I'm not saying
right
Mount
there.
is the best. I'm not saying Mount's the best option for that, but he's definitely a better option than Ward-Prowse for that game. I'll definitely pick Mount.
There's 38 games in a season.
Good options, bro.
Bro, let's be real. Mount played against City in the Champions League final. Did he not assist the goal?
Yeah,
Did he not
but
have a good game?
Listen, you're
I
forgetting
don't
the one
get it,
big thing. Ward-Prowse has the
Why can we-
experience. 11 consecutive seasons in the Premier League, doing this thing, game in, game out, season in, season out.
So
With a
you-
team
And
like
I
Southampton.
can't believe
conversions
this.
appalling.
I can't believe this. So you want a midfield of Casemiro, Bruno, and Ward-Prowse? You think that's
But you're
how it
forgetting
is?
we still have other players as well. It's not like that we're saying that's the starting thing.
Oh,
But
so
with
you're just
Ward-Prowse,
you're
you've
just
got
saying you want
consistent
Ward-Prowse over Mount.
availability and you got someone that's reliable. Prem.
So you're saying you
club
want Ward. So you're saying you want Ward-Prowse over Mount. That's basically all it is.
If I had to choose, yes, because
Nah, I can't
I'm
see
pretty
that.
sure
And
we're not
listen,
going to sign one
yeah,
midfielder.
Listen, a guy that plays for a team like Southampton, he's arguably the best ever player that they have produced.
Mhm.
Let him stay in the Premier League, man. Let him stay in the Premier League. Let him show
Why?
that
So why isn't anyone else in for him then?
he's got a 40 million price tag. Wait till the offer.
There was
So
teams. There was therefore teams that was interested in Mason Mount. Liverpool was.
No, but let me address that point. You know,
one of them.
I understand that point, but I think that point can be flawed in both ways. I feel like
Go on.
just because another team, I get it. If other teams are interested, it means there's something there. But sometimes people see visions that other people don't, you know, and it actually works.
Of course. But what I'm trying to say,
But I get it, though. I get it.
With homegrown English players, that is out the window. It's very out in the open. Like, it's not low key talent ID. If the big clubs are going for you, you're doing something in it. As a homegrown English player, you're not bad.
Yeah. For me, the English players just need to be top notch. I think the only top notch English player that I can think of head attacking wise is Kane. Other than that, and obviously we've got Rashford,
Kane,
and obviously Saka's at Arsenal and whatever.
Yeah, but what you got to understand is
Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney, I'll love Ivan Toney. I'll take Ivan Toney.
The manager clearly has faith in his coaching, innit? Maybe my man ain't had the best season, but he brings him. Let's see what he does, innit?
Maybe, yeah. No, I hear you.
He didn't pick Ward-Prowse for a reason. Ward-Prowse would have been cheaper as well. He didn't want him.
I hear that, man.
I hear you still. If Tenag wants Mount, then so be it. But I'll definitely have Mount over Ward-Prowse. That's a stretch for me. I would not.
I'm not even saying Mount's good. I'm just saying that Ward-Prowse comment, that was disrespectful. Oh my god.
G20, what are you saying on that? We're gonna wrap up anyway, but go on.
I mean, I don't know, man. He is like Ward-Prowse, but he has done his thing in the Premier League for a very, very long time, and give him the flowers he deserves. But him being a United player, realistically, how many seasons would he last for United is the question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But the man's 28, innit? So it's like, do we take a gamble on a player like him, or do we buy a younger player for more money? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I'd sway more towards Mount, but Ward-Prowse does deserve his flowers. So yeah.
100%, man. Listen, man, then we're gonna wrap up. I wanted to wrap up in an hour. We've done an hour and a half. Listen, I appreciate everybody, man. One by one, everyone, if you want to shout yourself out, go on G20.
So yeah, What G20? If you want my socials, it's the only G20 underscore 20 spelt like the thing in it. 20 spelt not like the number in it. You can find me Instagram, Twitter, Snap. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably put in the description as well.
Yeah.
JS man, talk to us, man. Where can they
Yeah,
find you?
man. Hit me up. Follow me on the Twitter and that. J1Nizzy. Follow me on Insta, JSMV300. Yeah, man.
Come on.
Subscribe and like and do all of that, fam. Know what I mean?
Come on. We need to like the video. We've had a good engagement today, man. It's building, man. It's building. Trust me. If you can keep this consistent, I know the same old people. I'm starting to see the same old people commenting as well. So I'm loving it, man. I appreciate TK, man. Where can they find you?
Private.tk1 on Instagram. Yeah, man. Everyone, just make sure you like and share and everything. Support it, innit?
Share, man. Trust me, I appreciate it, man. Mr. Jake, Mr. Anonymous Jake. 2023.
No, I'm gonna make some socials for it for the next one, innit? But obviously, if you don't liked me on there though, let Rhino know, innit? I'll definitely be on there again still.
Yeah, man. Trust me, man. It was a good debate. We had some interesting opinions and stuff, and I like it. I like the energy from the man. So let's try and do this show at least twice a week if we can. You know, keep 100%. It consistent. I've got a little cough, so it's been annoying me, but yeah, big up the man, big up everyone in the comments. Let me even go back to the comments. Yeah, Ibrahim, Shems, Beautiful Smiles, my boy Jamie. Who else is there? Magpies, yeah, man. Oz as well. Jada, yeah, man. I appreciate all you guys. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. I appreciate everybody, man. We're gonna lock in. I think the next show we're gonna do, I'll probably have a few rival fans as well, and then we'll just have a little debate on that, man. Listen, people, we're out, man. We're out.
Hey, I swear firms and rents pattern this.